Chào hai anh đang xem nhá.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Spain have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Grimaldo looking to hit the byline here, and he's there to clear it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
An instinctive delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, the Spanish really have been churning out some genuine quality at left-back, and this guy, Alex Grimaldo, is another one of them. I think the modern game has allowed him to do what fullbacks are doing generally. They're thriving in terms of getting forward, getting into deep opposition space, and he's one that can't resist any opportunity to make those penetrating runs.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And here's Ferran Torres.
Ferran Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Laporte. Gavi promptly onto that, and that is that.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Pedri. Spain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Yamal. Oh, that Yamal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Lamine Yamal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And a header! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Pedro Porro. And here's Ferran Torres. Threads one in. That's good defending, very good defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. There's the header! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Aims beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. No outsmarting him this time. And he's managed to gift it back. Fabian Ruiz. And the pass is intercepted. Some good work on the right flank here. And he's forced to go back. Pedro Porro. Tries to pass it through. Picked out brilliantly. Gavi has it out wide and in space. And it's Rodri. Little pass back. And here's Morata. Now can it's Morata! Goal! Spain! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Pedri. Now there's a fine ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
That's a sharp pass. Fabian Ruiz. And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Spain coming in at half-time, leading by 1 goal to 0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Spain just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. The second period is underway. Spain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And he's chosen to go back. And it's Ruiz. Now it's Ferran Torres. Distributed tidily. Now it's Yamal. And he plays one through. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Grimaldo. Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Pedri is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nice physical challenge. Pedri. Rodri. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Pedro Porro. No, that's been intercepted. He slings it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries to play it through.
Spain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Yamal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yamal's cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Now, can they get it back? That's the keeper's ball.
Vội thế nhỉ?
Now it's Yamal. And the shot!
Quá vội đó chứ được.
He hits the net. Spain are all square. Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's found a way through. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Lamine Yamal is offering a right smile there.
Mà thằng cái thằng ngu là chỉ có vấn đề gì vậy?
And it's Porro. Yamal. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Alex Grimaldo puts a cross in. The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 21, cambio di giocatori.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Morata. And he is down. And he shoots! It's
Mày nghe
bounced
mày
back off
tưởng
the
thế.
post. Pedro Porro can clear it away.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Pau Kubasi spots it and intercepts.
Ôi giời, đá bóng kìa.
Pedro Porro. That's a nicely shaped ball. Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Morata. Zubimendi. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Chance for a shot!
Well, Arsabal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And this is Morata. Pedri. Pedri! Well, now it's a race
Trời
for the ball.
ơi, khéo như thế rồi
Oh,
vẫn
he's
chưa
managed
kìa.
to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Sostituzione per la Spagna. Numero
Well,
20.
they've got to get everyone
Numero
forward
16.
and maybe even the keeper.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 18, il numero 6.
They've played it short. Pedro Porro
Tạt kìa.
tries a cross. Raya claims it without any fuss. And that will be it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Morata claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Ủa, mẹ dọn nhà con mải mải ra ăn con mẹ nếp cẩm cậu phê ạ. Ôi giời, cười vãi cả trường á. Khoe doanh thu tài khoản khủng một TikToker bị phạt 73 tỷ đồng về tội trốn thuế đi
Thế á?
nước ngoài.
Ngu. Đấy, đi.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere. So straight into the action. Pedro Porro made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully.
Cái đậu má mạnh thế.
Raya attempts a clearance. Pedri threads one in. Ronaldo picks it up out wide. And that is expertly dealt with. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's Perez. Howson does well to get it back. It's a promising position, delivers with whip. Raya deals with that nice and simple. Tries to play it through. Pedro Porro cuts out the pass. Not the most convincing of passes.
Cái đậu má mày.
It's Ferran Torres. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy Morata is an interesting player, Peter.
Pedri! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. A header!
Ui giời ơi.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Quarter of an hour played. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more, defenders popping up in these positions. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the shot! Boy, he struck that clean. Pedri. So it is still 0-0. It's Gabi. Fabian Ruiz. Ronaldo. It's a good spell of possession, this. Shapes to shoot!
Con mẹ thằng Raya bắt kinh ấy nhỉ.
Split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Spain have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Ah, such a clever touch. Elects to cross. Raya claims it without any fuss. And now a sudden chance to counter. Might be danger here. Morata was alert to the possibilities. Oh, terrible mistake. Very nicely done. Nicely weighted ball. Decent chance! In he goes again!
Còn mẹ mày. Vãi cả
And
trường thật.
for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
And here's Perez. Pedri. Oh, that's well spotted. Rodri.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Can he latch on to this? Fabian Ruiz going after that. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Howson gets across to intercept that. And it's Morata. Gavi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it into... And the shot!
Vẫn đéo vào. Đi mẹ
Oh,
thế
he's
này
managed to get it all
kìa.
wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Pedri. He's taking on the lot of them. Pedri, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Now it's Perez. Perez charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Fabian Ruiz.
Tài
Fabian Ruiz.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Perez. And that's a dangerous ball. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. There's the shot!
kéo vào nó đi. Ôi, em đá thế vào điên bách cả đá.
With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Spain have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team.
It's
Không vào nó đi. Mẹ mày.
yes, it's there!
Bực thích cả mình.
And they're threatening to fly away here. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Vâng.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Great vision. Space for him to turn and look. Pings in across. Keeper has taken decisive action. This looks promising. Pedro Porro. He leaps for it. So a temporary halt to the action.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal
Yeah.
half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Spain looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Làm gì?
And we get things going again. Can he get on the end of this? Gavi. That's destined for the flank. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz.
Ui giời ơi ông Ruiz ơi. Ôi ngon.
Good ball, good take.
Đúng rồi.
And he's there to clear it.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ui.
And the finish! No, just not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Gavi. Now it's Morata. Not where it
Ôi.
came from.
Quá tài.
He's hit it long.
Spain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Tries to pass it through. Real chance! Well, there's the clearance.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's picked out the run.
Trời ơi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ferran Torres. Oh, good ball. Yamal!
Địt mèo vệ vác cả đai cái thằng Hun Sen.
Within one. They have them
phải ghi bàn. Bó tay rồi.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Spain cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given...
Can he finish? And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Sostituzione per la Spagna. Numero 8.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Subimendi, and he's had it nicked away. Morata, looking to play him in. Williams. He's found the way through.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Morata, now it's Perez.
Đéo gì đấy?
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the
Bó
shape
dài.
there, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Pedri gets flagged offside. Now that looks a decent ball. Pedri gets into a good position. Lenormand gets over and intercepts. Nico Williams. And it's Marino.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's Grimaldo. Spread it left.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Đỡ còn khống chế vào bóng kìa.
Fabian Ruiz. Can he get it through? That is a great pick out. And he was quick to react. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pedro Porro tries a cross. Gavi has created one goal already.
Đi mẹ vào đây làm sao ấy nhỉ? Nói cơm à?
Play on the left-hand side here. Opts to play it back. Shot goal!
Đá vãi cả đài thật địt mẹ mày. Dè.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Sostituzione per la Spagna. Numero 20. Numero 3.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Il numero 18.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Subimendi. Looking tidy in possession here. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Ci saranno 3 minuti
Added
di
time
recupero.
going up here. It's 3 minutes. Subimendi. Dani Olmo.
Mãi cứ chậm chậm đừng vãi lì.
Probing pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Dani Olmo. And here's Oyarzabal. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be, and they're all square.
Thế là gỡ được cái tầm mình. mảng cò cứ thích là đéo chịu được chỉnh lâu.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin. Well, and that's it.
Signore e signori, vi ricordo...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. We are just getting started. Lovely, now then. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Very nicely done. And it's Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Oyarzabal. Great defending, strong and determined. Grimaldo has got himself a free kick. Nicely weighted ball. Zubimendi. He's having a hit! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter.
Morata! And that's in. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So they have it all to do again.
Well,
He's having a shot! Goal! Spain! And again they hit the front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Looking for options for movement. And it's Zubimendi. Still very early doors, but it is a closely... And the finish! Howson clears without hesitation. Morata. Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Yamal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's picked out the run. He has found the way through. Cross to the back post. And that should get the job done. Mikel Oyarzabal.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Pedri. And he welcomes it in. Terrific effort! And yes, it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Spain go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Fabian Ruiz.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's run loose here. Well timed, excellent interception. Deftly away. And we have our very first corner. Fabian Ruiz! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Pedro Porro. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Aims beyond the defence. Shot, surely! Morata looking understandably energised after his goal. Fabian Ruiz. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Grimaldo. Nice interception, well timed. Spain are looking to break at pace. Yamal. Yamal's cross. And he's straight offside. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rodri, looking for the run, and this is Morata. Morata was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Morata. It's a searching pass. And that brings the first half to a close.
Spain are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Spain claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. Down to business again. Now it's Ferran Torres. Grimaldo has it out wide and in space.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And he's heaved it away. Can he get it through? Real chance! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Spain visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Zubimendi. Ferran Torres. Grimaldo calmly anticipates.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That looks a good ball through. Grimaldo picks it up out wide. And this is Morata. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's Ruiz. Shot could be on. Spread it left. This looks promising. He's trying to hit the front line here. Fabian Ruiz receives it in a good position here. Fabian Ruiz unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Floated through. That's the keeper's ball.
di quest'oggi è di 81.007 spettatori.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Yamal. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pedro Porro. Now, can they get him away? Yamal. Oh, that's fun. And he shoots! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. Could move up a gear here. Morata might just make this. And it's Pedri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Numero 16, numero 7, Morata.
Pedri.
Il numero 17, il numero 18, il numero 22. Attenzione.
Pedro
la
Porro,
sostituzione.
defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And a chance! This time, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Spain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's been cut out, well played. Not the most accurate pass. Looking to play him in. Pedro Porro. Zubimendi. Yamal shoots! It's a goal! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And here's Ruiz. Great vision. Spread out to the left. Alex Grimaldo delivers. Cleared without hesitation. That's very neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's found the way through. Dani Olmo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Baina. And this could be a Spanish counter-attack. And it's Baina. He's picked his way through. Chance for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Spain have it back and can go again. Grimaldo.
Ci saranno 3
Ferran
minuti di
Torres.
recupero.
Pedro Porro gets it away. Played through into space. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that is that. Spain are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Ferran Torres, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere. So things are underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
And this is Morata. Morata showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And
Here's Morata. Morata! Goal!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Spain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Pedri. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And he's running through. Pedro Porro deals with that comfortably. Spain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Rodri.
Spain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Ferran Torres. Oh, he's having a go! Off the post! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Ferran Torres really might have got ever so slightly across it. I don't think he intended to hit it so close to the frame of the goal. I mean, that's a bit obvious.
Pedro Porro. Now Howson. Zubimendi. Tries to pass it through. Picks out brilliant. Can he finish? It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to...
Tries a shot! And it's in! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Spain cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Morata, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pedri, great pressure, plenty of it. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Can he finish? Brilliant from Ferran Torres! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Spain are all square.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yabal! Well, now it's a... Oh, he's been caught napping! Zubimendi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. Zubimendi. And this is Morata. Nicely weighted ball. And he is he's had a shot! Goal, Spain! And they
He stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Spain have their lead. Oh, super ball!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Morata. Now, can they get him away? Ball swung in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Chance here to counter. Fabian Ruiz. Ferran Torres. And he's quick to return it. Pedro Porro finding himself in space. Yamal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Gavi. And he's intervened well there. Tries to play it through. And this is Morata. He's having a shot! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was...
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. That gets us going once more. Now it's Ferran Torres. And this is Morata. Now it's Pedri. Rodri wins the duel this time. Chips it through. Now it's Yamal. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Decent chance! It's in! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Grimaldo knocks it into space. Pedri getting forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Gavi cuts it out. And Morata. Zubimendi. Now it's Ferran Torres. Look where it came from. And that's a good ball. And the finish! And no mistake. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Ferran Torres. Can he spark a counter here? The normal. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
Getting up there! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Spain palpably stronger, better, superior.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And he skips past his man. He's in a great position here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's managed to get free. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Pedri. And this could be a Spanish counter-attack. That's good vision. Ferran Torres, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He is through here. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Gavi. Very nicely done. Space for him to turn and look. And he gets rid in a hurry. Grimaldo.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Gavi. Now it's Morata. It's Morata! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Sostituzione per la Spagna. Numero 16.
Well, the two coaches
Numero
are
8.
signalling changes
Numero
here, both
22.
at the same time.
Numero 5. Che lasciano il campo per il numero 18. Il numero 11.
Knocks it out wide,
Il numero 21.
and that interception
Il numero
was
24.
most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Grimaldo. Grimaldo going shapes to shoot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Still behind by 2. Chance! And how did he not put that away?
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Takes a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Morata is offering a wry smile there.
And a few accusing looks coming his way. Well, he has managed to get that all wrong. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Goes looking wide. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Grimaldo.
That's going in strongly.
4 minuti di recupero.
Looking for the run. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Rodri. He came in hard, very hard. Nico Williams.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's got away. Threads one in. It's come to nothing. And that's it. Spain are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures, 80,000 it holds. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Knocks it out wide. Chance to deliver. And that has been knocked clear. And it's Pedri. Played out wide. And Here's Ferran Torres. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Pedro Porro. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Now it's Morata. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. Little pass back. And the shot is having a shot! Goal! Spain! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Spain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Spain very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. And it's Porro. Rodri.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, it's Fabian Ruiz. Gets his head on it! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Not the most accurate pass. Chance here to counter. Great vision. Can he latch onto it? It's Morata! Well, that's another chance. It's a loose ball. Grimaldo. Now it's Morata. He's a sharp little ball here. Morata. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! And that's in. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
The normal. And he plays one through. Tries a shot! He lifts the roof! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Pedri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well read, nice interception. Gavi. Spain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Rodri. Spain have hit a quick-fire double here. And this is Morata. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! And there's a goal! Oh, Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Spain may be down, but not out just yet. Ferran Torres strokes it back. Fabian Ruiz! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Fabian Ruiz certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
Pedro Porro. Good work on the right flank here. Looking for options for movement. Oh, good take in a good area. Now it's Ferran Torres. Forced to go back. Morata. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Pedri. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? It's Morata! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do that. And that is indeed the final act.
Spain have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team, and should that not change, they could go big from here.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Oh, great leap! And somehow he kept it out. Spain with the corner, they're first. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Spain clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Grimaldo. And it's Ruiz. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Sostituzione per la Spagna. Numero 24.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Numero 5.
What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And they're quick to get it back. Spain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's managed to get free. He'll try from distance! He's put it wide.
Spain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Pedro Porro. Yamal. And it's Marino. Can he get on the end of this? And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Morata.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pedro Porro looking to hit the byline here. He has found the way through. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And he cuts out the supply. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now, oh, he's on it. Ferran Torres! It's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Sostituzione per la Spagna. Numero 8.
So we have movement on both benches.
Lasciano il campo per
Things
il
looking
numero 11.
so easy, almost
Il
too
numero
easy
18.
here.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Pedri, and the through ball. Great chance! It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And shoots! And he hits the net! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided
Dậy múa
scoreline.
đi anh, dậy múa đi, múa mạnh lên. Ép đi.
I can see some heads
Ép
dropping
đi,
here
ép một
now,
cái
Peter.
gì?
I see things
Ép
getting
một
even
cái,
worse out there if
ép
they're
nó
not
cái đội
careful.
gì?
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
I think there's been a great
Nhẹ
awareness
thế.
to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Giời,
Nico Williams. Can he get it through? Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Williams. And that's a dangerous ball. Can he get away here? Can he finish? Goal! Truly superb.
Cố lên,
A goal of
lên nào,
such
ép mạnh
supreme
lên.
quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
ASA An.
Sostituzione per la Spagna. Numero 20.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Spain still making a fight of this.
Cambio di giocatori.
That is a great pick out. Oh, well measured.
Ui, múa.
Wants to run onto this,
Ui dồi, Morata tạt thì ai đánh đầu?
and it's hoisted clear.
Morata tạt thì ai đánh đầu?
Ferran Torres.
Ây da, thì chết rồi.
He's got away. Showing good feet. Dani Olmo.
Ci saranno
And
5
a
minuti.
header.
Ui giời ơi, ui giời ơi, ui giời ơi.
And the chasm
Hót
continues
đi
to
chim,
widen. A
hót đi
brutal
chim.
statement that underpins where
Hót
these
cho mặt
teams are
trời
at.
hồng quê ta.
Some of those players
Hót đi
look totally
chim.
lost out there now,
Hót
Peter,
đi
and
chim.
you can't blame them.
He's
Hót
been
đi
bundled over.
chim.
That is a foul.
Chỉ tay vào chấm phạt
And
đen.
he's going into that little black book.
Hót đi
You
nào.
either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a
Đợi anh tí,
potential
lốt
goal.
trận đã.
It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Great chance here from position A1. He's had a crack.
Hót đi chim,
How
hót đi
good is
chim.
he? About as
Hót
smooth as
cho
it
mặt
gets.
trời hồng quê ta.
They are
Hót đi, đi hót đi chim.
And it seems there is plenty more to come. Oh, that is a bit special.
Chưa hết tội đâu.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Passes short and sharp.
Úi giời ơi. Rồi ôi.
And that is it. The referee has seen
Rồi
enough.
ôi.
Spain really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Ferran Torres, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Em đọc này thì đi mà. Là nó xử lý nhập khẩu nhé. Xinh ấy.